Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, we have two public rounds for you. The first one here is on the Pry Forge. Seeing an overview of that, followed up by our second map, which is the Pry Grist Mill. Two very different maps, but they still start with the letter, or I guess word Pry. Thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go to the link in the description where you can get live streams of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos, and you can get raw gameplay footage of events with no commentary or UIs. With that being said, let's get into our rounds. We're at a 275-man server right now. It is Monday, March 27th, almost 9 o'clock, and Sora Rights is bussing. Our officers today for the CSA side, you got Pyman, Fly, Veppel, guy named Dementia, and for artillery, Scenewall. For Union artillery, you got Oilman, and infantry, you have Smells, Pax, and Normal Person. So, co-commentating with me today, we have Jackson. Jackson, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yo, what's up? I'm Jackson. Ready to watch a good old match here on Memorial Day. I'll see some people get demoralized.
Hell yes. So, as we were talking beforehand, you said you like to go back and forth between whether you play Union or CSA. So, I mean, would you like to provide a perspective for either side in terms of strategy on this map?
CSA usual strategy is just to hold the left flank below the crest of the hills and utilize the rocks. Like if you look on the far left, Pie Man's already doing a good example of that.
What's up, brother?
Indeed. Right spot there.
Just mainly holding the left flank. If you can get like 3 lines of fire, like 3 separate lines, just like holding that, and like one kind of just floating off to the right, it's usually a good round. If you have good Confederate artillery, it's nights out.
Yeah, and speaking of that artillery, Confederates are taking 13. Union has 8 on it. Looking at the Confederate line, on top of Pyman over here, you have Fly, who just died, who forming up on that left side. Kind of holding a little further back and to the right, you got a guy named Dementia and Wilkes. On the other hand, Union forming up. What is Pops doing here from CSA? He is just crouching in the bush in the middle of the Union team, but you have Smells kind of holding up in the bushes there. I bet he has the Cav, and then you have Normal Person, and he's doing volleys with Pat. So
Federals are
yeah,
having a good opening strategy just to get good volleys into the rebel lines and stay in formation as much as possible.
indeed. They're taking a good amount of hits as well. It's always interesting when you look at long lines like what Normal Person has here. You always see a bunch of dead people in the center of the lines, not on the outside of the lines. It's funny because everyone aims toward the center and towards the flags. It's just kind of a funny note.
I always do like an interesting strategy. Like if I have a big line on this map, I'll usually, when I do a volley, like one volley, I'll be like, aim towards the left side. All right, aim towards the center. All right, now aim towards the right. And then you'll see it on the replay. You'll just see dots on the left, dots on the right, dots in the center. It's just always interesting to watch.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Pax with the heck of a voice line going into that volley. Steady, steady, steady. That was good. So
That federal line is slowly collapsing. Their lines are just getting demoralized.
yeah, exactly. I mean, CSA, not some of them not using those defilades anymore, but I mean, CSA is using those defilades. They're gonna have more cover. Artillery also starting to pound towards this area as Union's volleying, but that CSA Ramble's still there. Pops. I've seen that a lot recently. Union, yeah, Union line is kind of getting a little smaller here.
Federal artillery is also not doing too hot at the moment.
Where are they shooting? Are they counter battering? Oh, they are. What are your thoughts on counter
They
battering?
um I think counter battery can be effective on this map, but I honestly think like for counter battery you should just have like your ordnance rifles do some counter battery, and then your regular Napoleons just aim towards their infantry.
So for someone like I don't know artillery that well, so what gun is the Napoleon one and which one is not the Napoleon?
The Napoleon is the bronze. It's the 1857 Napoleon. It was named after Napoleon III. It's the 12-pound ones. It's the ones with the yellowish barrel. It's made out of bronze.
All right. And then what is the other
And
one?
then well, actually, that's not ordnance rifles. Corrections. That's the that's parrot guns. 10-pound parrot guns.
Ah.
That's the ones with the oh, what you call it? I can't think of the it's like a reinforced steel I don't know how else to really explain it, but you'll see at the rear of the gun.
I know that makes sense though. I appreciate that. No, I don't know too much about the history. I know some strategy of war of rights, but not too much the history. Um, so it's always very cool. Speaking of Napoleon guns, Union's rolling a gun and a caisson down the road towards their infantry. I have not seen the Union try to move a gun this way before.
Blast them off those rocks.
This is something. Union kind of falling a little further back because of they're taking casualties. I mean, artillery's still kind of hitting them. Artillery's not getting a whole lot of kills, but it's making them a little nervous, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, most certainly.
I don't know about you, but me, I don't think artillery's main purpose is kills. I think it's like area of denial, suppression, knocking people down, making them nervous. And artillery can do really good at that, but when will the Union charge is my question.
That's a very good question. I'm waiting on to push up on that right flank, but they are well, Confederate left flank. Yeah, they're going to be met with a lot of fire coming from over there.
Exactly. I mean, it's no easy task, but I don't know if you would agree, but I mean, if Union dislodges the CSA from where they're at, I think they can outright win the map. But it's just dislodging them that's the hard part.
Most certainly. And Federal artillery hasn't really been able to do much damage. Federal artillery has been mainly doing counter battery on the Rebs, and Rebel artillery's kind of been doing counter battery and anti-personnel.
Can
So it's a decent mixture.
maybe that's why Union's moving the guns over here so their guns can actually hit. Oh, Union looks like they're going a little spread out though.
Those boys at the rocks are about to get. Woo! They need to get out of there.
Normal person. Oh,
Oh,
he goes down.
normal person.
He's not a normal person. He's a dead one now. Here comes rest of the Union blob.
He's dead normal.
Confederates starting to push up using that defilade. Not really holding on the rocks. It's going to give the Union that little bit of cover there.
Mention needs to get up there a little quicker.
Yeah, a lot of CSA sitting back. Union's... Oh, boy.
The first CSA line might falter.
Artillery shot hitting, killing a few. More Union pouring in. Our artillery hitting here.
This is artillery hell.
The back CSA line now starting to move in. This is close. Holy crap. U.S.
Cav coming in with his reserve troops.
Union flags are down. Confederates reinforcements, as Jackson mentioned, now coming in.
They need to get those flags out. Federals need to get those flags out. All right, they're moving. Office Depot cleaning duster attic from one of the flags.
Cover me, Clint. Clint, he wants my ass.
Oh, Rally Trooper gets away with the flag. Wow.
All three Federal flags made out.
Oh, one went down.
Run, flag, run!
The mad dash to get this flag out. Oh, he's going to get it.
Normal person trying to hold it. Oh, look at him go. Look at him go. Rage Giant. Oh, run,
He's gonna get
Rage.
it.
Run.
He's going to get it. Wow. Even if he dies,
they're coming over the road. The Death Corp. Look at him. Oh, he don't.
Sky Beaver.
He lived up to his name.
Yeah. So, I mean, despite Union not winning that, that was a very good charge. Both sides almost down to engaged. That's what you want as the attackers. And I think Union just needs to keep doing that. Eventually, they'll get them down to final push last stand. And final push is very overpowered in this game.
This is one of the like maps in War of Rights that Confederates can play like aggressive in some scenarios. Like if you would go towards like kind of towards the right, towards the center, you could sometimes get a flank there. But oh wow, I actually just saw this. Didn't see this before. The Federals have moved up one of the Napoleons on the road.
Well, I mean,
That could provide a good position, and they're loading canister. I'm actually really curious to see what that canister is going to do. For information about canister, it's 27 1/2 inch balls, and they have a spread rate for every 100 yards. There's a 10-yard dispersion. So at 200 yards, it's freaking having a 20-yard dispersion.
that's crazy to think about that. That can go that far and be that effective, even from that range.
Oh yeah, and then you have 27 balls going through it, and in War of Rights you can even load double canister, and that's not fun running into.
Both sides going down to engaged. With the size of War of Rights maps, I'm surprised I don't see canister being used more often. Just with the closer nature of combat. But Union's starting to reform, getting volleys, but I mean they're getting hit as well. Is this Union gun gonna fire?
This is any man's game right now, I honestly believe. I mean, Union artillery isn't doing the hottest. I mean, they're mainly concentrating on counter batteries, I said, but now they have that one battery, well, that one gun now over there doing some anti-personnel. But Confederate batteries are actually doing decent.
I mean they're peppering up these front dudes. More Union respawns getting here from main. Union artillery. I really.
Nice work, artillery.
I don't. I need to watch CSA line to see how well this canister is hitting.
Fix those bayonets, gentlemen. Fix them.
Interesting. So how long have you been playing War of Rights? Because you're level 100. I do know that.
I've been playing War of Rights since basically day one that the game ever came out. So like day one drill camp, whenever that was.
It's a
Back before you can even shoot people. Like there was no skirmish mode, nothing. You just went into a drill camp and had massive drills, and then talked about everything under the sun. It was literally a gentleman's club.
It was a gentleman's club. That's kind of wild to think of. I mean, what's it like from your view seeing the game change and grow over the years?
I've really liked the changes. I mean, there's some stuff I don't agree with, but for the most part, I think the game has become just unique in its own nature. Like War of Rights is just like no other game out there on Steam with the way it works with the line formations and actual having to work and together.
Such a novel concept indeed. So,
Most definitely.
15 minutes into the round, Union falling back again to avoid artillery. And when will we see Union go again? I'm in the CSA side, so I'm only seeing their text chat. I love seeing the officer for the CSA say all F4 in the chat. Always good things from that. But Union's a little down on tickets, not the worst thing in the world. For some reason, when the teams hit the morale stage, the start of a morale stage, the bar goes down kind of slow, and then it just goes down really quickly. The blue and red bar underneath the text of your morale stage. I don't know why, but is there nonetheless. Let's see here. When When will Union...
Above their heads, a couple pixels
I mean, Confederates are playing this exactly as you should. I mean, there's nothing too outside of the meta that they're doing. It's just waiting for Union to charge. I mean, you can't really shoot, at least from my view, you can't really shoot someone down that quickly. I've only seen it done once in the Maryland campaign event where the attacking team overwhelmingly destroyed the defenders by shooting them, but charging in my mind seems to be the meta. So, we were recording earlier with Tanker and Flores, and so you officer a fair amount in pubs, correct?
Yeah, I do.
So, what's your communication strategy in terms of other officers? Like, do you use text chat? Do you voice chat? Do you try to plan things out in advance, like a couple minutes? Like, how do you like to lead in pub matches?
For me, it's usually like on the spot. Like you have to make decisions because a lot of War of Rights is hurry up and get there. Like especially like contingent and stuff like that. I mean, some maps like especially skirmish, they have their own kind of like metas. Like for instance, this map, play in the left side. New players, you gotta kind of like coax them. Like if they're low level, like tell them, hey, I need you over here, and then you gotta kind of hope and pray that they don't like just go off into the wild blue yonder with their guys and just charge for no reason. It gets crazy. That's the kind of thing about War of Rights that I really like. As much as I hate it sometimes of just seeing a low-level officer get on there and then get themselves absolutely obliterated. But you also get it where low-level officers sometimes just obliterate guys who have been playing the game for years.
So, kind of transitioning from that, the leveling system, because you said low-level players. If you look by all these players' tags, they got a little number that's their in-game level. You get XP based on how close you are to other people. So all these dudes being in formation, they get a fair amount of XP from that. But if you're out by yourself, you don't get as much. So what did you think of the leveling system, them implementing that? I know it was a while ago, but I want to hear your thoughts on it. If you have any.
I think it's a decently good system. I do kind of wish that there's a little bit like more, thing to it. Like for instance, like maybe like more stuff that you can unlock. For instance, like maybe special stuff on your uniform, or like for playing the game longer. Like some kind of veterancy, or like like maybe your uniform could have some tatters in it, or you can get a unique hat or something like that. But I kind of feel like the officers should have it to be a little bit higher, like slightly higher level.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, right before we get this charge in, the only, I think, upgrades you can really get from leveling up is the Sergeant Major Sword when you're an NCO. That's the highest sub-roll, and then a LAMAT for CSA, Lieutenant, Colonel, or Colonel. But Reunion finally charging here. They're going to go a little
They're
further
about to get a
left,
good flank.
Yeah.
They're actually about to get a good flank there. That's a good position that Normal pushed them through.
Union a little trickled out.
Cav can get in there too. Where's Cav at? I'm trying to. Oh, there they are. Cav at the rear, kind of.
I mean,
I don't see this charge making it through. The rebel position is just too strong.
No, I mean, Confederates now counter-charging, but Union, I mean, they still have guys charging in. That was such a trickled-out charge. And you can't have that as an attacking team when you're trying to go over a big open field. You got to be together in a big old block to give your team the best chance to win that charge. And I mean, that's the thing, right? You have officers that maybe communicate like, hey, we're going to go at this time. And then they're like, okay, let's go. And they start running, but there's dudes who take a minute, as we were mentioning earlier, can take a minute to kind of get the orders and then start going. So you get these long trickled out charges that don't work, as we just saw. And that's why the officer and NCO roles are obviously important, but they got to organize that better.
That was butchery.
I mean, some Union guys are still dying out here.
All right, now turn around. Let's go.
Complete and utter butchery.
I mean, the ticket difference is it's a third of a stage now. That's very wild. Cobra Mike, John Ford shooting artillery. Man. So I guess as we have some time to kill, cool part about War of Rights is that obviously we're playing on Pryford, which is part of the Antietam battlefield, but the developers, as you can see if I zoom up really high here, you can kind of see the rest of the battlefield here. They've basically made the whole battlefield map. Some of the parts aren't in it, and so some parts are closer on this in-game battlefield than they would be in real life, but everything's here. So they could just make ahistorical maps. They could do whatever, just plop down some boundaries, make some balancing, like Pryford here. This is ahistorical, I'm pretty sure. So is like Pry Grist Mill and Pry House.
It's all areas that existed, but not really big
Any combat.
like big battle or any skirmish really. There was
Yeah.
units that did pass through here, but nothing major.
So when you say by units who pass through here, so like the Union units, like Second U.S. Company, or I guess Second U.S., Fourth Pennsylvania, like are you saying those Union companies went through here, or like are you talking CSA as well? Because this is towards McClellan's camp, correct? If
What's
I'm
that?
sorry, I was saying this is towards McClellan's camp, right? Am I right? Or I don't know the battle too well, but
This is one area that I really haven't like divulged into too much.
and I mean that's fair. It's
I know
not
I
part
know
of
it
the
was
main
I know it
battlefield.
was definitely a major like crossing area, but as for like a skirmish and all that, I don't believe there was really anything happening here.
So Union team finally getting back in position to starting to take volleys at CSA. I mean, if this Union charges aren't working, what they could do is they could try to go for the point. From the Union spawn perspective, they have a little defilade right outside the point that's not on point. But they could hold up there, send some guys forward, try to bait the CSA into coming out and charging them instead of they themselves running across the big open field. I would want to see if that works. I haven't seen that a whole lot in Pryford public matches. For the most part, I just see Union try to directly charge here, which is a good strategy. I think it's what you should try to do, but if it's not working, I think you should try something else.
Yeah, right now, I mean, it's still possible for the Federals to win because, I mean, it's 21 minutes left. I mean, artillery could always turn the tide. Like, this game could be turned around in the next, like, 5 minutes.
Yep.
It does not take much to turn the tide.
Yep. I mean, defenders have been playing this very, like, near perfect this game. And obviously with one big mistake, I mean, they could lose the game and lose this left side, which would be losing the round, so. Let's see. And yeah, Union is at a good pace. Are there any flipped guns? Just out of curiosity. None of the CSA guns are flipped. None of the Union guns are flipped. CSA has taken losses. Actually, Union is rolling up a gun towards the kind of center of the map. I mean, yeah. I mean, TSA is playing this very well.
This
Unions get destroyed. Yeah.
So this position right here, this is like all near the middle bridge. I mean, like if you just go right across the river, well, not river, the Antietam Creek, you can see the Pry Grits Mill and everything. But if you go down to the stream, well, the Antietam Creek, and then you look directly east, that's the middle bridge right there. I mean, not middle bridge, upper bridge.
That's very cool. I mean, yeah, that's the cool part about this game is you can just fly out spectating and just see everything.
Yeah, you can see if you look towards the southwest, you can see the smoke, the Mama farm on fire. Or
And
Muma. It's one or the other.
Where's...
The mumu.
You can probably see Dunker Church from here as well. Okay, I better scroll back down before I get too far out and
Desert
die.
yourself.
Yeah, that'd be cool if there was a like a single
I
player,
wish
just
they
like
would take that away.
the
The
what?
whole desertion dictating.
Oh yeah, I wish there was a game mode where you could just walk around the battlefield in its entirety, or just fly around.
I would give Battlefield tours.
Yeah, that'd be great for
Eagles
COVID a few years
Battlefield
ago.
tours.
I mean, honestly, you can
Just
make
look at the immense amount of smoke just over there on the Confederate flank right now, just
Holy crap!
all
Yeah,
coagulating around them, just collecting. That's cool.
ain't got nothing.
Federals
on
are
war
down
right
to like 50% on taking losses. Rebels have hardly taken even a slight notch down off of taking losses.
Yeah.
Federal artillery really needs to get their game on and start hitting these rebel positions.
Whew.
Just look at
Lovely.
that federal line right in front of the fence line. It's completely deaf. Looks like Normal's about to go in for another charge.
Yeah, there is no fence line. The fence line died with the Union.
PTSD is increasing. PTSD is
We're
increasing.
getting up here and forming line.
They're
Oh boy,
moving
here
up and
goes
forming.
Normal.
I mean, just
See if
I
they
mean,
move up as a whole team.
look how spread out. I mean, this isn't bad, but it's not great. I really hope they
Are
hold
they gonna
on the
go
death
for an
by
early
point.
cap? Will they go for an early cap? What are they trying to do?
The
I
only
love how
thing
you hear the random World War I whistles.
looks like they're gonna go for the cap. Oh, they're on cap.
And sitting in that position, they are going to set themselves up for a perfect Confederate, like, just,
Flank.
they're about
Yeah.
to get enfiladed. They're about to get enfiladed from the Confederate artillery.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fair. Confederates should not charge this.
And you
They-
can see General Cody right here in the middle.
Yeah,
We'll see how
Confederates.
long General Cody lives.
I don't see the point in Confederates charging this out. I mean, you're giving the Union what they want, but Confederate artillery should be able to take care of the Union plenty well. I don't
I'm
think you need
waiting
to
for
charge
a
it.
massive team kill from artillery to come in.
Please.
And they capped it too.
I mean, that was
There.
definitely too
Oh, okay. There's some artillery.
So Confederates are going to win this. They still have their flags out. Union just picked up one flag, but now two.
Now with
What a-
16 minutes left, I mean the Confederates are not gonna get any tickets back here because well the Federals just went to breaking right there as you just see. I
They
mean
could
Rebel
try
team
to-
is still now they're on halfway to taking losses. So in
I mean-
reality, if the Union could do what they just did right now, again, even if the Rebs take the point back, they could possibly do a boogaloo win.
Yeah. I do think that if I were the Confederates there, I would not have charged because your artillery is going to destroy the Union. You're slowly going to dwindle Union tickets down, and sure, they might have captured the point, but I mean, in 6 minutes, Confederates could have tried to force Union in the last stand. Obviously, that can be very tricky to do, and it can be hard to coordinate on pubs. However, they're going to cap the point. They're not in a bad spot. They're in a pretty good spot, but we'll see when Union goes down the final push. Assuming Confederates hold, which I'm guessing.
There's zero Federal artillery aiming towards the point right now. Like even the gun on the far right for from the Federal point of view is not even aiming at the Rebel lines.
Get your bayonets. Get your bayonets. During every charge, you're just gonna have to stay on at the rear with the flag.
Cool fact about Antietam, there was over 542 artillery pieces at the battle.
Dang.
Yeah. 370 of those would be, no, what was that? I have like a whole little sheet I have. But I had like all the like how many for each piece and everything. But to me, that's just crazy. That is so much artillery. Like Stephen D. Lee literally called the battlefield artillery hell because of how crazy it was.
Right shoulder shift.
What the hell is this skip?
Right shoulder shift. Company, off base. Let's
With
go, boys.
15 minutes left, this could be anyone's game right here.
That thing just got attacked.
Just a couple artillery strikes on that rebel line right there could put them in the breaking.
Company, hold.
What the Federals need to do in order to be able to possibly win this is to volley, fall back, volley, fall back. They do not need to stay in one position constantly. They need to minimize their casualties and just volley and keep on pulling back to other positions and then volley from there.
I mean, I don't know. Union, I don't know. Union needs to find some way to deal a significant amount of damage to CSA. I mean, I think their best bet is to pushing up to that defilade on their side next to point, and then try pre-capping point and baiting them to charge you. You do have some Union moving forward. I mean,
Union Cavalry looks like they're going to be baiting the point. That's smells right now.
yep, I like it. I mean, again,
For
right?
what he said with his plan is to get the flag and move back.
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, they didn't get that flag. Oh, come on, Togi.
More flag back.
Come on, Togi. Yeah. Good. Yeah, so they get the flags back. Oh no, he died. Will Flash, Axel, or Willard get it? They're just standing around shooting. Reload. One guy leaves.
Press F to pick up flag.
Let's look at it from a
Sashes.
Union point of view. That is a miraculous line there. Just look
Holy
at that.
crap.
I didn't mean to. I just showed up here.
I will say.
The flag's too close.
Oh. I will say again, it's very hard to CO in pubs effectively.
Oh yeah.
I mean, obviously we have our
It's also
perspective.
very, very rewarding. It's a
So
very
true.
rewarding feeling.
I mean, during my spring break a couple months ago, like I think for the past year and a half, the only thing I've really played in War of Rights is Spectator. Like I haven't really played the game a whole lot because when I'm on, I want
War
to
spectator.
Yeah, that's what I do. What a volley! But I led one Hills counterattack round as Union, and that was more stressful than I remembered. So there's a lot going on down there. There's a lot that you're thinking about that you just miss. There's a lot of things you miss when you're on the field with your limited view. It's
One
it's
thing
always
for
hard.
sure, like playing officer, like you can't be afraid of ridiculing. You can't play it nervous. Like you gotta, like even if you gotta go out there with confidence. Like whether if attack will win or lose, you gotta have the guys around you be willing to know that you actually have confidence in it.
Right. You'd much rather have a confident leader who has a bad plan than a nervous one who has a good plan, because you're not going to be able to rally the guys.
Damn.
Both sides, basically,
That volley there.
both sides have their whole teams essentially volleying at each other right now at the same time. It's beautiful.
And the thing, this is only 300 people in the whole entire server. Like we're like the size of like an average federal unit, like an entire federal regiment by the time of Antietam. I mean, hell, the famous regiment, the 14th Brooklyn, they only had around 100 guys at the actual Battle of Antietam.
Union's starting to go. And we're almost at 400. Confederates hit breaking, so it looks like Union's going to try to go hold the point and win. Confederates trying to fall back on the point because they have to hold. And this
It's going
is
to be a
good for
massive
Union.
push by Normal coming in, leading the line again. Let's see if he can make it without getting shot.
I'm not going to lie. Union should just hold on the defilade. Actually, I don't know. Never mind. I'll take that back.
Oh,
The flag
my.
should hold on
Oh,
their
there's
defilade.
one artillery shell. If
Union's
they can
using that
hold right
defilade to
there,
shoot.
they can hold right there and cap it.
I don't know if they're close
Yankee
enough to
artillery needs to get a good artillery round in there or something.
Oh!
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, this is going to happen.
there goes the flank.
I mean, if Union's going to want to...
Oh,
my
God, there
goodness,
goes Cody.
it's getting worse. It's getting worse. Oh, there goes a volley. Oh, no.
They have fired 2 shells and double canister right down that federal line right there. That is absolute murder.
If Union's going to want to do this, they gotta shift to the right here. and
There's
to
no
avoid
way.
artillery.
They are done.
Yeah, they are done. It's
They
too
need to
late
just
now,
fall
but-
back and they need to tuck their legs and just get out of there. It is done. If rebels charge right now, I don't think the Federals would be able to recover from it.
Yeah, Union doesn't have an officer on the
They are
field
weak.
right now. Union.
They don't have
kinda-
a single officer. It's all. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Thank you all for watching. I
Well,
hope you enjoyed these light comments. Dang.
There is nothing left. This is artillery hell.
That right there was the best I've ever seen artillery in this game. And it just got even better.
Look at front loader. Look at front loader. He's going. He's going.
You too.
Union able to get the flags out. They're almost at final push. I mean, a couple more Rambos here and there, and final push will happen. Come on.
This
it's
is
gonna happen.
complete federal skedaddle.
Yep, 3.5 minutes left. So, if you're new to War of Rights, you don't know what it is. Final push, the attacking team, they have infinite tickets. However, you saw that black timer go down from like 8 or so minutes down to 3.5. So infinite tickets, infinite spawns, but very limited time. And Confederates are going to really push far forward here. Kind of some holding on this straight fence, the rest kind of holding back behind point. So Union's not going to be able to push in the last stand.
Come here,
At
you
least I don't
there's
think.
no way.
I mean, if you have Confederates holding up this far forward, but a good chunk starting to fall back now.
Not to forget they have 2 lines in reserve. 2 rebel lines are all in reserve. Well, actually 3. They're starting to fall back and hold on the point. I do not believe the Federals would be able to pull this off. Like, it's just done.
Don't trickle in. Do not trickle in. We have to rally for a final.
Normal person is
Just
trying
look
to
in the
organize
middle of
his
that
team.
field.
Yeah. Normal person's trying to organize the Union team, but again, the problem, actually, he's organizing his guys pretty well, except Smells was going straight in with the Cav, which might draw some guys in that direction, but
What's your guess for the casualties overall?
from both sides? In
Yeah,
total?
both sides combined.
Oh, jeez. I mean, we've seen 2.5 charges. I'm counting the artillery destroying Union half charges. I'll say 1,400.
I'm gonna say 2,200.
2,000.
It's
That'd
been okay. Maybe one that.
No,
all right.
don't let me convince you
I'll
on
say
that.
1,800. 1,800.
I mean, it's gonna. All right, 5,000.
Because it's been a bloody battle.
It has been. And, you know,
Oh, wait, they're not look. They're not looking. They're not looking. Look at them on the right. Normal's going for that flank.
Confederates
He's
not seeing him
distracting
turn.
them. Oh, now they see
Union's
him.
not charging. They're gonna sit and shoot.
Oh no. They are
I
not gonna make it to that point.
I personally hate the whole sit, shoot, and then charge. What are your thoughts? I guess we'll ask this next round, but Union charging in, Confederates counter-charging as well. Again, if Union have more bodies on point when the clock hits 0 and overtime will be triggered. Not that I think it'll happen, but that's why Confederates are counter-charging.
Not a
Actually,
chance. I don't think they're.
Holy crap.
No, they
Union's
might.
getting away.
Rebels might go last, and it's
Yeah.
possible, but it's time is just not there.
Does not matter.
There's no way they can win it. There's no way the Federals are going to be able to take it from them.
What a win on part of the Confederates. What are your thoughts for this round?
I think I think the rebels just played it exactly how they should have.
Yeah, that is yeah, basically that.
And
Um,
it's fun.
yeah, what a win from Confederates. I
That
mean,
little
straight up
slow mo. I wish
domination.
the slow mo was a little faster,
A
a
little
little
faster.
longer,
I wish the mics would slow down a
a
little
little
bit as
longer, a
well.
little longer. Not faster, longer.
Faster, longer.
I'm saying 1,800.
I mean, you might be right because of that last charge at the end, and I mean, there was volleys all game long. It wouldn't surprise me.
Let's see what these guys are gonna be.
I mean, whole 900 on each side at least. Probably more Union.
Uh, let's see. Let's see what we got. It's still going. It's not even. Oh wait, there you go. There you go. Let's see.
I
Where's
I think
this
you're
is where
probably
they
gonna
hit?
be
Oh,
right.
there it is. Oh,
I think you're right. Holy crap, I'm so
uh,
wrong. I
uh,
no, your original
uh.
prediction was right. 2200. Holy crap. We'll see you in round two. And here we are with round number two. Pry Gristmill, gotta love it. 266 getting a little later in the night. Our officers for CSA, you got Pyman, Joseph D, Arthur, Salem, you got Firepower, and then for Union, you have Jackson, Stonewall, Jackson, and then Ba. So here we go. Round two. Union's gunning it right away. I like it. What would you like to explain
Going straight to the
strategy?
mill.
Yeah. Would you like to explain strategy for one of these teams, Union CSA, based on what you play more?
For CSA, I know one thing for sure. Like, when you put your whole regiment in that mill is usually like a death sentence because your flags cannot be in the mill. Like, they cannot be in buildings. It will be desertion timer, so they have to be on the outside. So it's kind of risk and reward. I've seen it how units have put like a couple skirmishers up in the top of the mill and then a regiment to the right side of it from Confederate point of view. But this map is pretty like kind of longish, and there's multiple crossings now that you can actually wade through water. So I've seen a lot of different tactics on here for Rebs.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of weeks ago when I watched this, Union went as far right as you could go, and that was something to see. Union's kind of claimed the mill, kind of. They have guys in there. Union holding strong on the bottom. You do have a few Confederate groups holding on that right side. On the left, though, holding towards the middle, you have Pyman's guys who are kind of taking shots, and then on the real far left, you got Joseph's guys holding out there shooting. But most of Union going down this right side. We didn't look at the server
One
pop.
thing I
Yeah.
Okay. One thing I do like doing, like where that rebel line is right now, if you would go to the right of that like 15, 20 feet, you'll go out of bounds, and then I would like to fire a volley right on that Yankee line that's just like down in there, just all collapse on each other. That's one thing I like to do. If you have a line in the road and just fire volleys right into them with buck and ball and everything else, it's deadly.
Yeah.
Because they're just in a funnel right there. And they're getting
Very
charged from the rear, too. A couple
Oh my goodness,
people.
they are.
And there it goes.
Gonna get wiped. Yeah. So one question I was gonna ask at the end of the last round, but it was during the charges. So when you're about to get into a charge, do you like to line your guys up, shoot, and then charge in, or do you like your guys to charge in and shoot while they're doing the melee?
It really depends on if you can get the drop. So like if you can get the drop on them and you're organized and you can do a volley and you're behind them and you know you have time to like stop, order a volley, then charge. Like I like to try to do that, but like if it's like spurred a moment and like we got to go now because we have a unit in there getting charged, I usually have people I'll just say like make sure that you discharge your weapon before you go into melee.
There was like a huge ass.
You know,
stick.
just so like
Like,
you're getting hopefully getting a kill with your musket, and then you're utilizing your musket with your bayonet as well.
Yeah, like that. I know. I seen it finally.
TSA is very happy right now. So, I mean, 5 minutes into the round, Union down about a half morale stage, CSA down a little less. But
Union needs to stop going to the mill. They've
man,
already Rebels have definitely claimed it for themselves.
yeah, it's kind of unfortunate for me because this was one of my favorite maps back in the day, just because you could put the flags inside the house and spawn everyone in. That's why I liked Auto and Sherrick so much too. But because flags can no longer go in buildings, it killed both of those, and they fell off my list of maps that I liked.
Oh boy, I used to remember that. With Auto and Sherrick, it would be the fight for the tub.
I'm in the basement. And artillery just
At the
shooting.
little basement, the tub.
Yeah. Artillery shooting at the
Everything, yeah.
house, hitting the wall, causing the game to lag immensely.
I remember.
days.
I remember. I would do the little. I would troll on there sometimes, like when they first were like released it and everything, and the Federals would go in the house. I would press tab and I would see like the regiments that the Federals had, and then I would start being like calling out their regiment, like, "Oh hey, 6th Pennsylvania, fall back! Too many rebels, fall back!" And then some of them would just run away. I know one of the funniest things I ever was in War of Rights was when it first came out and they had it to where you could select any unit, and I would always go to Louisiana Tiger one, the officer with like the blue uniform, and I would command Yankee units, and then I would take out the Lamat or whatever pistol they had, and then I would have them fire a volley, and then I would just be behind their line just shooting them. So I just like Cody did it. General Cody did it as well. He has an old video of it. It was just stupid. It was funny as well.
Fun days. The crash bush too.
Sharp.
Sharps for
Yep.
Union pushing down the right side. You do have a company there left as well taking shots, but I mean it's really kind of slowed down after Union lost that charge. The company on the left pushing to the right now. Maybe two companies, but
Confederates do have a decently wide front. Like you can see 4 distinct lines, like one kind of like on the in the mill, one to the left of the mill. Like it's decently dispersed. Federal lines are like just still trying to get into position right now. I think they're gonna try to hit the rebel left.
Oh, that's an infantry.
yeah, I mean, still got Union guys. Why are so many Union guys coming from? Do they not have flags?
Looks like Jackson here is about to be hitting the left side. You see Pixelated Apollo in here, a wild Pixelated Apollo on the rebel left, just frolicking in the woods. Get him, Pixelated.
They took up. Good shot. Ooh, that was terrible volley. That only killed 2 of us. Independent fire, gentlemen.
So yeah, Union just sitting on their side shooting. I mean, this map, although very different landscape-wise, it has very similar vibes, I think, to Pride Ford, the map we just watched.
Oh
I
yes.
mean, Union just has to dislodge the Confederates somewhere. And I mean, if Union gets a position on the other side of the river, holds there, has all their flags, getting all those flag respawns in, I think they can win the map. But it's just trying to do that. That's the hard thing.
This map always makes me think of Stones River.
What happened at Stone River?
It was just a battle like for part of it that the Federals advance across like a river, like a dried up riverbed.
Oh, his head! Oh!
Huh.
Get these tickets back.
Fellas, take aim, take aim. We've got a line in front of us. Where will that smoke
Union playing Cantina Band.
Right there. Take aim, ready.
But
Beautiful volley.
we're almost 10 minutes into the round. Union almost down to engage. Confederates about a fourth of a morale stage left on battle ready. As I mean, they're just trying to encircle the Union. Union very spread out, which the only way the Union's going to be able to win is if they blob up as a team and charge. I mean, maybe keep the Cav or Sharps, I don't know which one it is, over on the far left. Because, I mean, the Sharps for Union are distracting a lot of the CSA team right now. I mean, if we look at ballots, 4 initially in favor of CSA.
There we go.
It's very
Union advance on the Confederate left.
There they go.
If that line there can get support from their friendlies behind them, they should be able to push through. Who is that? It's a level 17 officer, and he's still holding reserve. He's not moving.
Sorry, hi.
Oh, Apollo Dare.
This is a half charge. This is not even a charge from Union. Some started to cross. Most are sitting back there on the little.
It looks like the federal officer that was in reserve there is now shifting to the Confederate right.
Boys, blast those flags. Blast those flags.
Interesting.
Jackson
Links
holding
also-
right there, just at the foot of the river.
That is a dumb spot to
creek,
hold.
whatever
He
you
needs
wanna
to
call it.
back up. Because shade is a very powerful thing in this game. With the shade, the trees, and the smoke, it's going to be very hard to see where you're shooting.
Oh yes.
By you putting yourself in the open in the sun, sure, it's still hard shots from the CSA view, but you have no shade, and shade provides a lot of cover in this game.
They have nothing to like even disperse the rounds. Even it's just they're right there.
Hold shots, split up the hill a bit. Hold shots, split up the hill. Hold shots, split up. Come on, guys, you have to react. Stand there,
Union's
bro.
starting to
Get
fall a
back.
little further back now,
Get out of the light.
Fire move, fire move, fire move.
and now they're starting to use that shade. I like
I've
that.
always wanted to see this map be fought at like night or something like that,
That would
like
be
later
crazy.
in the day.
Wait, we are admins
Yeah,
on the
apocalyptic.
server.
I couldn't do it. It's too late into the round. It would be funny though. All right, God's turning out the lights.
Flashbang! Flashbang!
Let's get the moon gauge.
Rain!
Flashbang out.
Jeez.
They're in those trees. They're in those fucking trees.
Just start warning random people.
How to piss off war rights. Especially with General Cody and freaking Pixelated Apollo in here. Yeah, that would not be a good idea.
What? Just start trolling with the server?
Yeah, just start turning off the lights.
No, wait. We specifically warned them.
Rain 100%.
Rain 100%.
Full storm.
Tornado.
He's playing in firepower.
Imagine if that. That would be something else.
Admin has spawned in a hurricane. Good luck.
Nuke. Holy crap. So, holy crap. CSA has spread themselves essentially across the whole map. When you zoom out, it really looks like CSA outnumbers a Union. A whole Union company is just sitting back, shooting from really far away. Not going to be doing a whole lot of
They're
damage with that
everywhere.
gun.
The Union have like two big lines, but they're so far apart. And then, but you look at the rebel lines; they are everywhere.
And the crazy part is once Union charges, that whole side will just collapse. At least they should, in theory.
Get on the line, shoulder to shoulder, shoulder to shoulder. Don't be a big blob.
I mean, I like the Union aggression at the
He's
start of
getting
the
his
game.
trial by fire.
Ready. Aim
Union
down
flag
the
down, they're not picking up.
line,
What are we doing, guys?
take
Oh,
aim.
you feel it.
Ready, fire. Reload.
I just love those
reload,
volleys coming for the
reload.
wood lines.
So true. Ultimate General Civil War, I remember when that game first came out, and I heard the volleys and saw them in game. It made me so happy.
Speak of Civil War, I really wish they would just make a Civil War Total War. Just do it already.
Civil War
Grave
Total.
Assembly, do it.
They do have the mods for it, but obviously that's a hassle in and of itself.
Or hell, even Empire Total War 2, I would be happy with that.
Did you see Ultimate Generals releasing a Revolutionary War game? I guess they've released it already, just
Yeah,
not on
I've
Steam.
played it.
You
You
played
could,
it?
you could play it already. It's just not on Steam. Like, yeah, it's
Right.
all right. It had. I played it when it was still buggy, but I'm gonna wait and buy it on Steam.
Yeah, that makes sense. The one part of Ultimate General Civil War that kind of bugged me is that it doesn't feel like a campaign. Like you fight the main battles that they did in the Civil War, but like you can't kind of go where you want, which is what that Revolutionary game seems to improve upon. So Union's trying to push forward on this left side.
Halt and independent fire. Independent fire on the middle, on the middle.
Union, I mean, inching forward. They're not half of morale stage. Union on the right have fallen back too. Jeez Louise.
Alright guys, we're gonna need the fucking hardest push you've ever given in this game. We're going.
They're going for the hardest push they've ever done in this game on the right side. Here they go.
We're gonna as far right as possible.
They're going
Oh,
as
boy.
far right as possible.
Okay, that's as far right.
They went as
Let's
far
see.
right as they could.
Sprint, 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 sprint.
Let's see if they make it across. Jackson's going in.
The CSA are kind of not there.
Oh wait, they can actually make it. They can make it.
Joseph from CSA doesn't see him yet. Doesn't see him.
Crossing left. I ain't seen nobody crossing.
He doesn't see him.
That is a big line that made it through over there.
Crossing.
Now if the
Now he sees
Federals
them.
would shift from the left to the right.
Fire. Shooting those into those bushes right in front of us. You are independent fire right down there. Aim low. Aim low.
Oh no.
With Union volley, a lot of those shots going over. Again, not easy shots, but
Alright,
and
that's
Union's
all
about as
forward.
far right as they could be.
Oh, if the Union would all go to that right side, they could easily start rolling up the rebel right.
They could. I wonder though if the Union that are holding on the CSA right, USA left, that are shooting at the mill. I wonder if they're really distracting that part of the team. More CSA pushing over to this side to engage with Union.
I just love how you see a Yankee line like facing off at the mill when a rebel line literally has a full-on stone wall that they're going behind to load.
Yeah. Man's charging on the right.
So they have a.
CS Union right.
Oh yeah, I'm watching that. It's a. I don't think that first line's really gonna make it through them. They have a pretty good hold.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't charge in with Joseph there, or at least coordinate
If that
it.
second line, yeah, Joseph D didn't go in yet. His men are still holding back there.
Yeah, it looks like they're reshifting.
Federals are starting to lose a lot of men. Federals ain't gonna be there much longer.
I'm really surprised they haven't pushed up the hill. Like that they're holding at the foot.
What?
Friendly.
No! That's like a 60. That is a 60-man company down.
Nice fucking hold, fellas. Nice fucking hold.
I don't see the Federals really doing it. They haven't really used any aggression on this map. Hardly.
Yeah, I mean
Like
they
it's
charged
been
at the
very, very small maneuvers.
Ba with the Cav is shifting over to the Union right. He's holding at the foot of the.
If that
hill there.
Cav can get over there, that could be good. But would they need another
aren't.
line to come across?
Yeah, they aren't. They're just sitting in the open, not in the shade, crouching. Crouching is one of the worst things you could do. Not really true. Union's getting wiped on the bottom. They're dead. There are 2 guys left.
He's having them push across. If they can get over there with pistols and everything and hold with that line, oh, that line's done. Never mind.
Yeah, that Union infantry group got wiped on the right, but here they go with the pistols. Union about to hit taking losses. right as Hyman and Jackson charged down, I don't think they saw the Cav guys, so good timing on these guys' part. And Union had taken losses, and Union get wiped on the side of the river eventually. I don't know about I don't like crouching. I mean, it takes reloads longer. You lose a lot more tickets when you're crouching rather than standing up.
There's circumstances for crouching. I only usually have guys do it. Like if we're playing contingent and I deploy my line as a very, very long skirmish line, I'll tell people they can do it. Or if I put my line behind a stone wall, I'll have them kneel down to load, stand up to shoot.
That makes sense. But
Other than that, not much other scenarios for it.
Dude, this is so weird. I mean, like, yeah, you hit tab and you see the players, and CSA is up by 3 players. But yet, it looks like Union's completely outnumbered. And it feels like it too.
Yeah, they just haven't moved. Like, it's just the Confederate lines are just so dispersed and long. Federal lines are just all kind of in one area. What they really need to do is just hit one flank again. I think the rebels are about to receive a charge on their right flank. Let's see if the Federals actually push through. That's Jackson, level 54. See if he's gonna talk to the other low-level guy and have him push forward. The level 17 officer has been in one position for a good 10 minutes, just volleying.
This could be big.
Jackson says this could be big. So it looks like he's going to go down the left.
Oh god, this shit.
Maybe he's thinking we hit him on the right.
He's going for the mill.
Oh, he's pulling back.
Oh, he changed his mind.
I think he saw, maybe he saw CSA. CSA shifting over to the left.
Yeah, boys, they're poking out, Look at that flag.
So if you could have your ideal server size, what would be the highest pop you would want to see in a War of Rights server? By that I mean, like, what do you think the server cap should be? Because we have 300, almost 400. What do you think the highest number should be?
I want to see 500. I just want it.
500 is your maximum?
All right, boys. I guess just keep up.
Well, I wouldn't say I would say whatever the maximum the game like can hold. I mean, I think 400 players it like works good, but I want to see them do some additional tests, like do some like see what breaks the game. Like I would say like do a 500-man test just to see what happens.
Highman charged across the in front of the mill and got team killed by his teammates. CSA almost had taken losses.
Could you imagine a 500-man server though?
That would be insane. The interesting part is these maps. A lot of these maps were made, at least I don't know if this is true or not, but back when it was like 75v75, and the server sizes just keep growing. Like imagine having 250 players on a map like this. I mean, I saw a 400 pop last week on this map, and that was just a slugfest the whole time. I mean, CSA did win that game, and obviously as the server pop increases, I think that favors the defenders way more than it does the attacking team. Because the defending team can have more guys, way more spread out, and they can defend a lot more areas.
Just imagine a bloody lane with 500 people.
Jeez.
That road would turn into the bloody lane at that point.
It's kind of interesting too how the metas kind of change as the player, depending on the server pop, the metas change.
It's also kind of cool, like when you get more people in, people actually start kind of like by default forming double ranks almost.
Yeah.
Because like you can't heal if you spread it out as far as you really want with on a 400-man server, like it's hard to hear that officer. You're just doing what the man next to you is doing almost.
We always boys get to the brink or take...
I mean, you can kind of see it with Jackson's guys on the left side, but Confederates are taking losses. Union's doing okay attacking-wise. They have plenty of time. Their concern is when they're going to go down to final push.
Thing is, the Federals all need to go to one flank and just hit them.
Lynx, Solstice, the officer in charge of that middle Union group that's been sitting and shooting the whole time, he just said that he's very happy with how his team is causing the enemy to lose tickets, but they're not losing tickets. So he seems content with just sitting there for now, and that might go on for a while. Jackson repositioning.
Oh, this guy's Sigma. This guy's Sigma. This guy muted me. This guy muted me fucking fast too. Actually, that was kind of impressive. I can't even be mad.
What, the officer?
Yeah, bro. He turned around and fucking muted my ass and then just kept walking. I ain't never seen somebody mute so fast, bro. He's got to be the only one talking.
No, the private was telling Jackson that he was a Sigma, and it just kept saying that over and over again. The officer turned around, looked at him, and then started walking away, and the guy's like, he just muted me.
Where?
So CSA kind of positioning on this left side, holding as far left as they can be, because the Union Sharps is on this right side. Cav, I need to learn a thing or two, but
I might just be schizophrenic.
someone might just be schizophrenic.
Jackson's gonna start shifting over towards his right. He does have a, I think that's the Cav right there. This should be the Cav there in front of him.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, it's the Cav.
Behind me right now, or I'm just
Oh.
Good bitch.
Now, if the Federals on the left side would shift over to the right, I think they could definitely be able to overwhelm that rebel line over there.
I agree, but they aren't going to do it. That officer is content with sitting and shooting.
He's going to stay there for the rest of the game.
They're going to be in final push, and he's going to stay there. CSA shifting left. Joseph is. He doesn't want to get caught off guard again. A Pie Man shifting his guys left a little more.
Two people doing anything are really just Baugh and Jackson. Gauzies are just not looking good in the favor of the Federals. Joseph's calling out in chat that he needs support on the left for the Confederates.
And Jackson's going great as he says that. Yeah, Pieman might have moved these guys over, but here they're going.
Lawnmower charge! Lawnmower charge!
Oh, fuck!
Huzzah, gentlemen, huzzah!
Union charging up the hill. They might hit braking here, but Pieman's group now charging in. Cav charging across as well.
If Cav draws their pistols, that could be a possible win right there for him.
Cab down there on the right. Cab down there on the right.
Ooh, Cav's doing some damage right here.
And it looks like Union's going to win.
Random lawnmower noises.
Yeah, they said lawnmower charge while going across the river.
Pixelated Apollo's in the bushes right now. You can just see him chilling out over there.
And Union win on the right side.
Oh my goodness!
This could be big. This could be big.
They got to get their flags open and start getting guys in pronto. Oh, some guy's falling back.
If only the federal
they're falling
commander
back.
could, the commander in the center could like move.
Be back up with them and wait for our officer to respawn.
Union's retreating. Pieman respawning his
Get
guy.
out with their flag.
I think so. Union hit braking.
Okay, it looks like the federal line is finally moving over there from his fixed position.
Let's go. Fall back. All right,
Let's see what he says.
gentlemen, get your reloads in. Get your reloads in.
A lot of Union guys still sitting in the woods shooting. Union forming up on the right side. Respawns. It is Jackson and Bob.
Let's go.
I mean, good push on their part. It's just unfortunate they couldn't capitalize at the end. A lot of Union respawns gunning it to that right side.
All right, the other level 17 dude, he's telling him to fix bayonets.
Oh boy.
Around the enemy, around the left side of the mill. At the double quick.
Looks
shift
like the
left.
Federals
Do
are
not
about to
go
push
the
for the
right
mill.
side. Shift left,
The
shift
federal
left.
commander just said that the other one, whatever
Lynx
his
is
name
going
is.
that way.
Yep, Lynx, he's going towards the mill. He
Take
said
a
he's about to
handful of
charge.
people
I
back to
just
where
went
we were
down there and heard his
skirmishing.
voice
Keep the
comms.
skirmishing. Take 10
Let's
guys,
see,
10
where is
guys, 10
Jackson?
guys.
Where is he
Alright,
gonna
that's
go?
good, that's good, that's good. That is good.
Jackson and Bob forming up on the right. CSA spreading out as always.
14 minutes isn't terrible. Now, if both federal units could, well, all three federal units could go left, that could be a devastation to them. Well, I don't see it happening.
Alright, boys, get across, let's go. Across the cross, let's go.
Get across, boys. Don't let them rebel.
Union starting to push this left
Looks
side.
like both flanks are going to be charged. Both flanks are about to be charged simultaneously. Yep, both flanks are being charged simultaneously. And they didn't even plan that, I don't think.
I don't think so either. We'll watch the
Yep.
left and then cut to the right.
Everyone's going.
Everybody's here. Cue the Super Smash Bros. Music. Union very disorganized. Their officer down on this left side. Some kind of charging up, some kind of sitting back and shooting on the other
mill is a
side.
death trap, but the Confederate left, I don't think that rebel line's going to make it right there. They have cav and a big infantry line going to hit them. I don't
Union.
think they'll be able to hold.
Yeah, Union cutting grass here in this charge too. That lawnmower.
We got two angry rebel lines that are going to shift over there to them.
Yeah, they are gunning it this way. Union winning this right now, but can they hold? Here comes Joseph. Joseph with his iconic sound pad. And CSA
Federal
light
lines
plane.
is being wiped over here.
Fellas, company at the double quick. Advance up, move it 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 up. Let's go. Advance, fellas, advance.
So Confederates almost have breaking. Union almost have final push. I don't see how Union's going to pull this out. They haven't won a charge yet.
It would have to be miraculous. They would have to get their entire team together to go to the point, but it's just not going to happen.
Step out, fire at the enemy. They're right there. They're all out in the open. They're all in the open. Shoot them.
Better tip breaking.
Shoot them, gentlemen. Shoot them, gentlemen. Shoot them. They're in breaking. Shoot them. We are not crossing. We are not crossing. We are holding here. All right, boys. Get behind cover. Skirmish.
So Lynx is going to just kind of skirmish on this left side. Oops, Steam overlay. Gotta love you. And then Ba and Jackson forming up on the right side. So Union not going together.
Yeah, this looks like this might be a 2-0 victory right here for the Rebs.
Yeah, I think they just ran off from this point.
They don't think we're over here, Steve. They don't think we're respawning. Everyone on me. Everyone full kitted. All full kids.
No, don't, ball.
Wait.
I know, I'm waiting.
What, our pistols out?
Pistols out, boys.
Pistols out. Pistols out.
They think we're not here.
I need to figure out who's doing this lawnmower.
Oh, fuck it. Lynx is a lost cause. Double quick, we're going.
Jackson saying Lynx is a lost cause. All right, I need to find whoever's doing this lawnmower. Please.
Chainsaw charge.
Please.
Chainsaw charge.
Chainsaw charge.
It's pretty funny.
We're doing a chainsaw charge
So
this time.
where's that happening?
It's happening on the right. I think it's Vet Space,
For the
14th
chainsaw.
Brooklyn.
Like the chainsaw charge. No.
Chainsaw charge.
Not yet.
TSA not on this side. They're all on point or on
I got him.
the right.
They might be able to flank him and come up behind him. I don't think they. Oh wait, no, they're coming. Never mind. Joseph and Pyman are hot on their ass. They're coming.
We have a line coming up the riverbank. We have one coming up the riverbank.
I want to see the chain.
Stopping for one.
There it is.
They come.
And they're going right in. Joseph in front, Pyman behind.
Good lord, it's hot in there.
Oh my, that chainsaw! That chain. It's still going.
It's too good. I like how you even have it, how it has like the default sound, like it's not being used, and then you hear freaking Texas Chainsaw Massacre over here.
Oh my goodness. That that
What
was
nightmares are made of.
holy crap. Well, Union's gonna hit final push nonetheless. Oh, are they charging left? They are indeed. Or some are. Some Union are on this side.
That federal line held. How? I don't know.
Union's gonna hit final push in any second now. Come on. Drip, drop.
Come on, Lynx.
Arthur walking around, treading through water. Gonna kill 3 guys. Let's see if this. Oh, dude, you gotta hit that. You missed. Oh, gonna go for a stab. Oh, there we go. Final push,
All the
2.5
little
minutes.
specks in the water from all the bullets hitting it. That's crazy.
Union charging on the right. Against Tall Gray and his chosen men. This is not a true Union charge unless I hear a lawnmower or a chainsaw.
I want to hear a lawnmower run over a flip flop.
Do I hear it? I hear a lawnmower.
Yo, turn that lawnmower up, dog.
Turn that lawnmower up, dog. This is what I love about
Yes!
It's comedic. It's a live action
No!
comedy.
He went down. Union winning on the bottom of the hill. Pyman's guys up top of the hill holding pretty well. Another CSA group up top. Joseph, it looks like they're going to charge down the hill. Even though Union's holding,
Oh,
Joseph
no.
going to hit from
Oh
behind.
no. That's about to be absolute Yankee wreckage.
Oh, it's back.
Get on the point. Get on the point. Get on the point. Hold him here. Hold him here.
He's started up.
Here with me.
Union's trying to hold. CSA
Hold here.
pursuing.
Turn around. Turn around. Turn around.
He's popping off. Oh, no. 1 minute left on the clock. Union charging left side as well. A lot in the mill. But I don't think Union's going to be able to take this, despite what the chainsaw and lawnmower had to say. Wow. Union just trickling across the river on the point. Confederates are going to hold. Jackson, your thoughts for this round?
30 seconds left. I think the Rebels just played it exactly how they needed to. They extended like pretty much the entire length of the map, and then they maneuvered to where the biggest threat was. Federals just stayed, like one of the officers stayed in one position, and the other two were being aggressive and actually pushing and trying to get tickets down. But I think the Rebels played it exactly how they needed to.
Exactly. Brilliant round. Praise the chains. Oh my goodness, the slow-mo shots. But yeah. No, I'd like to thank Jackson for coming on and commentating. I'm glad he came on. But nonetheless, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, subscribe for more of these. If you want to support the channel more, you can go in our description. You can join our Discord. You can check out our merch and go to the Patreon page where you can get live streams of all the broadcasts we do. You can also advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get raw gameplay footage of all events we do with no commentary or UI. But nonetheless, we appreciate you watching. It means the world. This is an honor and a privilege to do it. Anything else you want to say, Jackson, before we sign off?
Oh, not really. Just appreciate people joining in, playing War of Rights, and I'm saying the end casualties here are going to be at least. Oh my! Look at that! It's going to hit 2,000. Oh.
Crazy. You've been spot on. But yeah, thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good night.